Hello, welcome back to this Forsaken channel, and we are today going to meet Jojo in his ultimate form. Anyway, we are speedrunning this, basically. Jesus Christ. Okay, you totally unsubscribe there. There. And there. You totally unsubscribe to internal events, the night finds you trolling Alternia in search of, well, trolls, the friendly type, preferably. Although you've been known to work wonders with the hostile folks too. Your current hunting ground appears to be primarily Till neighborhood. This suits you'll find Tills lie relatively comfortably, and they're usually only mildly disdainful of you. They strike you as a good place to search for companionship. Got another pressing concern though, a faint glow or fire on the horizon, which suggests that the sun will be rising soon, a couple hours from now at most. Nights of Alternia seem to last forever, but when the daylight hits, it hits hard, like a truck. But the truck is on fire, and the fire is a nuclear fusion, and the truck is a star. Point is, you are not in the mood for another sunburn. You better snag a body before it's too late. Yes, you, the strange homeless thingy. Love it. Speak of the devil, you whip around the spot of a troll boy with a stylish hat and his wall sheeted behind his back. His clothes are a little shabby, but he carries behind with a rigid, composed air. Neato! Neato gamer! Anyway, hello? What are you, some kind of mutant troll or another sentient creature? Both. Definitely into the latter, you say, unless though you will prefer the former, in which case you are dead actually. But mutants, you learn, are not particularly well liked in this planet. Won't have to call you then. Motherfucker. Not immediately at least, you don't appear to be cool on side species. Motherfucker, twice! Lucky for you that I won't have to lose my blade. And lucky for me to have found a potential comrade. I know what you seek. Okay. Shelter and friendship. Not necessarily in that order, you are about to speak out, but you're already moving on. You seek the meeting place of the Eastern Alternia Fine Animated Art Appreciation Society. Yes, that's literally what we're looking for. Or, as some less cultured soul would call it, the Anime Club. It's funny because I know so much about anime, but I'll never join the club. They'll never have me alive. Our club back home, teacher used to go on and about how clubs were a wonderful place to meet new friends. Didn't really believe it then, but maybe things are different here in Alternia. You confidently assert that, yes, you're here for the animes. Good. I feared I was going to have to cancel tonight's meeting due to no shows. So you're the sole member? But now that I can proceed as scheduled, follow me. He's a no member. He gestures towards his hive and begins to stride confidently towards it, but then he rethinks it, pausing to look back at you. Wait, subs or dubs? Subs. 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 Yeah. Subs, motherfucker. He's trying to think how wrong you are. No, motherfucker. But even the greatest of Alternia philosopher requires sporing opponents in the battlefield of the intellect. To challenge your assumption with my superior's logic and taste will be a fulfilling task. Come in. Not really the reaction you were hoping for, but you say anything to get into some hive, so you'll take it. Always subs, fuck off. No, well, I don't mind dubbed, but it's hard to compete with the Japanese dubbed one. It's very hard to compete. Like, they're very good, trust me, on that. I don't even understand Japanese, I still fucking prefer it. And you'll be like, why? Also because the animation often are made to a specific seiyuu, or like someone who's out to speak. So it's not, the animation adapts to the person who's dubbing it. Instead, it's English and whatever, English, Italian, whatever other country they are from, they are not adapt towards it, and sometimes it's hard to confine the same information that the thing is saying, you know? Anyway, the gear invites you into his hive with a sweeping bow, and you step into the foyer. By the way, lovely place. However, look normal from the outside, normal by troll standards, at least, but the inner decor has a entirely different vibe to it. It reminds you, it reminds you of Japanese architecture. The gear takes off his sandals before entering the next room. You take your shoes off too, if you had any, and you step into his living room. You are assaulted, not literally, thankfully, but an absolute smorgasbord of merchandise. This place looks like someone did a Gore organization for Otaku collection. It opened the first result. Posters, skulls adorn every inch of the wall available, and the inches of wall that aren't available are blocked by shelves containing all sorts of DVDs, manga, and other such forms of media. On a large glass shelving unit near the room's exit, you spy a veritable cornucopia of anime figurine. Most of them seem to be in a varying state of undress. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna analyze it. Give me a sec. You like to describe it as tasteful nudity, but you will also like to describe yourself as the most popular person on Alternia, and both will be a lie. Teguri has arranged his merchant meticulously grown to blood color from red at the bottom and fuchsia at the top. Okay, we're gonna analyze now. Okay. Anyway, we have 3 lovely pillows there. We have a classic swords collection. Hard to identify which one is which. I think it's quite randomic. Yep. I don't know any of these swords. I'm guessing this is ones from Bleach. I could be wrong, because the handle, the tilt is different. We have a classic One Piece reference. Classic samurai, ninja, and nude. Don't know this. Actually, what? No, they're quite generic. They're too generic. There's probably some sort of music thingy. Yeah, they're too generic. It's so hard to tell. Here's one with a sword and maybe a Kana character style. Could be Kill? No, Agamina Kill, sorry. We have someone with a trident. Very hard to tell. Yeah, very hard to tell. They're quite generic, except this one. This one's the most recognizable one. I cannot recognize them. I'm having a hard time to recognize them. They're Lupin. I don't know. Anyway, let's back on track. I see you're admiring my fine Eastern Alternian collectibles. Yes, we are. I polish them daily, just as I polish my blade. Don't touch them, or you taste the folded steel. You slowly retract. Why is flickering? You slowly retract your hand. You wouldn't dream of touching them. That was never even something, ever. You ever plan on doing. You won't even breathe on them. Okay, that's great. In fact, you step far away from the collectible just in case. Oh, wow. Donko? Inu? With a step, you bump into something behind you. You hear a soft rub and you spin around to look. You see what must be a Tegiri Lusus terrain you with an intense gaze. Is that okay? A Shiba Inu, exactly. It looks like a Shiba Inu if they were twice the size and had opposable everything. Honestly, watching it scuttle around like a monkey while sniffling at you is pretty entrancing. Eventually, you seem to meet its standard because it's not out of the room. You hear some rustling, what you assume it's the kitchen. That was Tadashi Ino, my Lusus. He told me everything I know. I could not have asked for a better sensei. Yeah, dogs are great, you respond, and then immediately wish you could take that back. Dogs are great. That's got to be the blandest possible statement you could have ever made. And possibly inaccurate too. Was this thing called Bark Beast? Fetch Fiend? Wolf Gremlin? Oh, Tegiri. It isn't even paying attention to you anymore. He's busy perusing his shelves, picking out some DVDs. Per my viewing schedule, you'll watch a carefully curated selection of episodes from one classic and from one recent release. But since you are a newcomer, it might be best not to jump into the middle of Last Bout series, Philosopher Half Iron. Oh my god. Really? Brotherhood? Is this what your first choice? Brotherhood? Okay. Full Metal Alchemist, you just went through Half Iron, whatever that thing is. Perhaps we should instead begin the first pre-season of Scoofed Heroism? Okay, my guess is Hero Academia. My guess. This came from 2000. Oh, when did they release it? Anyway, sound a little bit too late. But anyway, and transition to some episode of a Kismet Stuck mode. I think he is Shooting Little Star. Shooting Little Star. It's the one with the blue hair. I think it's something star. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. The regional area, of course, not the censored one with the ridiculous CGI dragon. There is something like that. I could be wrong. I cannot recall. The title was weird. It was a really old anime, by the way. Looks like the game intends to take full control of the morning activities, which you find entirely copacetic. The less you need to assert your own opinions, make your own choices. The less likely you have to fuck up. It's probably not a healthy way to live, but it's common. You're somewhere between 1 to 19 friends so far, so you are sticking to it. With deft and precise movements, the gear retrieves a disc from its container and pockets into the troll, equivalent of a DVD player. It makes a slimy, chugging noise and it sucks the disc in, like usual. You aren't sure if it is the inanimate object or a living being. Either way, you're a little disgusted. The DVD player hums, the Gear's TV lights up with a colorful little screen. Title screen. Little screen. You're ready to get settled for a journey to the wonderful world of animes, but he frowns and pauses the episode less than a minute in. Hang on. This is the correct copy. The localization of these lines was changed after the original translator was called by a purple blood for crimes against buffoonery. Sheesh. Holy fucking fuck. I specifically ordered the first edition and pay extra for it. This is unacceptable. Tagiri stops the DVD player, injects the disc, and places it back in its case. Come, there's still time in the night. We need to resolve these immediately. The shop that imported these for me is nearby. But guess we're going. He heads for the door and beacons for you to follow, which you do, because it was too much to hope for a quiet morning inside, wasn't it? At least you get to go shopping for animes, which sound fun enough. Will it be one of those fancy automated stores, you wonder? No, unlike most stores on Alternia, this specialty shop is run by a living troll. A fellow collector will not entrust such work to automation. So, one would expect, with an actual thinking pen involved, there will be no careless mistake like this. At least I'm in good terms with the owner, so I doubt there will be trouble. You on the other hand expect plenty of it. Pretty much everything on this goddamn planet has been trouble so far. Does he know how awful it is here? I don't want to human-splain to him or anything, but things are pretty awful here. I guess things are pretty awful here. Because he knows he's staring at one of the many billboards that line the streets, which has been defecated with bright red graffiti. It's saying some pretty nasty stuff about treats out. Rebel sentiment grows by the moment. Alternia lies on the verge of peril, a blade's edge. And not any blade, but the blade of a razor sharp, folded steel katana. Forged under the East Alternian moonlight, heated by the bellows spray of magnificent draconian muscles. Cooled by the shimmering cascade of acid waterfall, and fit to be handled and only by a true expert. Do you dance? You're a little caught off guard by the question, dancing, I mean moving one body's to music? No way, yes. With the sweet music of steel on steel, the rhythm of combat, the stiletto stab that weaves stab Gore into a beautiful motion. Do you dance? Sword fighting, of course, you are really should have figured that one out. This guy dialogue has only two settings, talking about swords or talking about anime. So he gets particularly frisky and talks about both at once. You tell him that you don't know how to handle swords, but they seem really cool and you love to learn. Cool? Huh. Sword plays more than cool. It's his way of life, a code of honor. This is why I have one people that are obsessed with art. To pick up the blade is to buy yourself to the tenets of Bushido. Don't throw Bushido like that. And to be pretended to all times to enforce justice, the only way a soulman knows to steal. Someday the pursuit of justice may bring me face to face with these rebel scum. Must be ready to show them true magnificent terror of the blade. Who knows, maybe I will maybe award a Clown-Rational Medal of Honor? Clown? After all, can dare to dream. So that's why the practices roleplay? Huh? They fought justice. Kinda like a vigilante. Vigilante? Please. I will only ever call a troll who legally deserved death. What kind of lawless moron do you take me for? You're not taking me for a moron at all. In fact, he's very smart and clever and just. You hope you're not laying it too thick, but he seems to enjoy the praise. We are here, it won't take too long. We're taking you to the night market and reminds you of the place where you met Polypa. A strip mall lies to the left of the many tents and stalls, and a sign above on the door reads Super Topaton Foods. Okay. Oh, the number of reference is abysmal. As you enter, the Giri makes a beeline for the counter, which is manned by a greasy-looking gold block with pinkish-looking eyes. You, on the other hand, are more interested in the rest of the store. It looks like a lot like the Giri's living room, but bigger. Anime figurines on sale for what looks to be preposterous amount of money, DVDs and comics lining the shelves, arcade games in the corner. There's even a section for replica swords, which all look far too sharp and legitimately deadly for your liking. Skulking between the shelves in an olive blood guy, you cannot quite tell if he works here or if he's just browsing. You are not sure if any trolls even have normal jobs. You're about to ask the guy about a particularly interesting DVD when you are distracted by the commotion at the counter. You're pretty sure you heard Tegiri is now linked something about his right as a consumer. Looks like trouble with brewing. Is brewing. You turn your head towards the counter and listen in. Do you really think you can get away with ripping me off like this? You know who I am? My blood caste. A teal blood like me has a connection, a vast network of like-minded souls at my beck and call, ready to be shattered against my hapless foes. The league of foes I can bring to bear against you is greater than your pure mind could ever imagine. A fleet of legislators will descend on you like shadow clones, each armed with the greatest weapon of them all, knowledge. And with our intricate understanding of Alternia legal code, it will be married in suits so myriad and so mind-numbing that you wish for the sweet and early death my blade can provide. Or you can offer me exchange of equal or greater value to the original purchase. Which path will choose you towards scum? You wander closer to the counter, hoping you might be able to help with resolve the situation, but instead you blunder right into the olive blood and send a box tumbling from his hands to the ground. A bunch of assorted products spill out of the shopkeeper gasps dramatically. You don't see what a big deal is. Looks like some more DVDs and manga. On cover feature a troll with heart-shaped horns, a bright pink sign, and other features some red-blooded douchebag wearing pants way too tall for him. Tegiri picks up one of the mangas and waves it in front of the shopkeeper's face. Care to explain what I'm looking at here? Imperial Dictate number to section 3.2. The depiction of non-standard etymological attributes is strictly forbidden. The Imperial Dictate number 7, section 5 material which encourages action against the state is considered contraband of the highest degree. The only blood who can clearly see the situation carrying downhill like a scuttlebug without a wheel stop begins to creep towards the door. You love to do the same, but you cannot give up the potential of new friendship is basically pathological. To think that my favorite Eastern Alternia hobby shop could stoop so low as to peddle this criminal filth. What a seat, sickening betrayal. The shopkeeper stammers, offering a litany of model explanation. He only seems to incense Tegiri further. He was holding it for a friend. No wait, it's a satire? I'm so confused. Tegiri slams a palm on the counter and why this motherfucker has a Sharingan? Anyway, his eyes shoot open, revealing dark purple irises with a strange swirly pattern. Imperial Dictate number 61st, section 2, satire especially. Contraband? Think you can mess with me? I watched countless hours of legal drama, played and replayed legendary legislator of and memorized every twist and not a law back and forth. We have an Ace Attorney fan in here. And now it's time for the punishment dude. You're fucking dead, kiddo. As Tegiri leans over the counter, his free hands grips the hilt of his katana and tenses, ready to draw. He's about to straight up execute this guy. Do not intervene, don't even defend the shock. What the hell? Why is this flickering? Don't intervene. Don't intervene, I'm not in the mood to fucking stop him. You really don't want to get in between the shopkeeper and Tegiri's sword, but follow you know, this really doesn't need execution, while you to judge. You do however squint a little, so you don't have to see the full gory detail of the column. Turns out it's not really as gory as you expected. Tegiri leaps over the counter and swings wildly at the guy, but many of his attacks fail to connect. It's mostly a bunch of bombastic anime-style moves that don't translate well to actual combat. Still, some strike hits, some drawing a spray of marigold blood that jolt the shopkeeper out of his petrified fear. He screeches and unleashes throbbing psionic blasts from his eyes, causing Tegiri to stagger back, disoriented. The flash of light doesn't seem to have caused any real damage, but it offers a perfect opportunity to flee. By the time your eyes have adjusted, the only thing they see is the back door swinging wildly in his wake. And surprisingly, the olive blood is nowhere to be seen as well. Tegiri glances down at his katana, staining with the blood of the shopkeeper, and slowly sheathes it. His hand is shaking, close tapping the hilt relentlessly. He turns slowly to you, forcing himself back into his usual stoic posture. Go lucky, that's all. We cannot hide forever. Let's go, we need to report this to Andrew. He strides out of the shop, leaving you to follow hurriedly behind. But what a mess! Hesitantly ask him whether it was really necessary to try and kill that boy, or why he did. Of course it was. The law is absolute, a foreigner like you might not understand it. It is not my duty to question the rationalness of my action. I am but a tool through which the law is enforced. I am the blade that her imperious condescension wills to maintain order in this world of chaos, just like this room. Okay. He gestures to one of the big hulking drones that you've grown all too familiar with during your stay here on Alternia. Right now it looks like he's cleaning up some bronze-colored blood that was spattered on the side of a building. Tegiri approaches and highlights it, begin to explain that there is a collector shot that he needs to report for rebel activity, but the drone isn't listening to any of that. He slowly turns from him to stare directly at you, and he raises his weapon onto your face, a grunting electronic noise issue from his metallic grill into the immortal words of the wise cartoon dog. Raro? Hold it. This creature is under my protection. It has committed no crime. If you continue to attempt killing, it will strike back with my katana. And a strongly worded letter to your superiors. The drone seems supremely annoyed that he can't just get right down to calling a motherfucker, but the Tegiri's case must be just high enough to give it pause. You are the motherfucker in question, you're incredibly relieved. The relief quickly fades when the drone produces a palm husk with a blurry picture of you on the screen, and a lot of text beneath it, most of it flashing red. That's never a good sign. It looks like a rap sheet. Damn! Tegiri reads through it quickly, which is pretty impressive feat considering his eyes are still closed, and his expression darkens the further down he gets. Andrew... Of course they went for the fucking meat product theft. Oh my god, we are so dead, guys. Heist of fine art? Accomplice to assassination of a pilot flaw? They know too many things. Oof! Didn't realize you have such a heavy list of crime. So you're already running on you with fury, radiating off every inch of his being. It's terrifying. You've seen this guy arguing with a retail clerk, you know what he's capable of. All this time I thought your soul was open to the way of the samurai. I thought I had met a potential new connoisseur of the animated arts, but no. Your blood pressure pumps only lies through your villainous veins. You were just looking for an alibi, a place to buy your time, to hide away from the drones until the time has indulged once more in your criminal ways. You tried to defend yourself, you didn't do any of those things. You had perfectly good reason for most of them. Tegiri isn't buying it, he's clenching his katana hilt so tight veins are bulging his hand. Silence, coward! The time has come for my blade to strike through. Hiya! He draws his blade in a smooth motion and swipes at you. You just barely manage to sidestep the attack. You dart backwards, stumbling over yourself in your haste to get away, while he swings his katana wildly around while making lots of weird grinding noise. Once again, his mouth has been writing a check? His order hadn't had the cack. I'm sorry, I was reading, I didn't read them properly. Once again, his mom has been reading. I checked. His sword cannot catch. Weird out that matches when trolls are strongest and faster than you in general. And he is accompanied by a giant murder bro. It's time for you to split, and you better do it lightly. Glancing around, you notice that you are about to cross over a bridge with the underpass beneath it. Perfect! You like an action here, you can hop right over an edge of the road, back into the underpass and find a nice hiding spot. You dash toward the traffic barrier, pull nimbly over it, and Jesus pissed, he's way higher than you thought he was. Ouch. You hit the ground hard with a resounding crack, and for a moment your vision goes blank and with pain sears your nerves. As the painted disorientation begins to fade, you decide it's about time to take stock of your situation. A couple of broken bones, a hat, a troll trying to kill you, not unfamiliar. The one stuck at you, same. The sun about to rise has scorched you into nothing, again. Individually, you have risen to the challenge of just barely handling each of these problems, but all at once? Yeah, you think you're just gonna hold this one here. Useless. Oh damn, I'm super dead. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we are trying to, for how much energy of anime protagonists we had, it was not enough to save us from gravity, I guess, and goodbye.